Since the weekend, there's been a lot, and I mean a lot, of people coming out with accusations against certain places of work, IGN and Insomniac, and there's also people coming out saying, that they've been hurt by people who done horrible things to them. We've had Pro Syndicate, Tom Cassell here in the UK. We've got AngryJoe, which is one we're going to look into now. And we've also got a few things regarding the IGN. But the IGN situation will be in a different video. But this one here is about AngryJoe. So, this first what happened. So, AngryJoe has come out with the following. I want everyone to know that there's been some false accusations made against me and that I'm taking this very seriously. My lawyers are now involved and I will have to full and complete public response shortly. But I have to let them do their job first. Which is very, very true. Because they're involved now and obviously that's the best thing that can happen. But then we have this here. So we have Paluna Gaming. She actually stayed with Joe. And this is what they said. 2016 to 2017. I spent 5 to 6 months living with AngryJoe while visiting him and friends. Great time. He wasn't mean, jealous, pushy, or angry with me. I got zero bad vibes. He never forced me to say I was his girl at events either. A bit fishy accusations in my opinion. It doesn't sound like him. Which is very true. And you got people in the comment section then saying, yeah, I was waiting for you to come out because now this is what's going on. We can see what's happening. But this is the big key now with what we're going to show you. So this was his couple of tweets later on. He put, statement from AngryJoe. I will leave a link to the statement below. No, you know what? Let's go into the statement. Let's read this statement. So, obviously, the statement is going to be a little bit shortish, not really long, because of what it is, and he has to speak with his lawyers. But this is what it says. It has come to my attention that someone I met at a public event more than 2 years ago and I have had no contact with since, is now suddenly levelling allegations against me on social media. I want to be absolutely clear. These allegations are not true and anyone who looks at the facts can plainly see it. I have no idea why this person has decided to do this at this time, but the fact that a defamatory smear posted on the internet can ruin lives these days compels me to make this statement, which is very true. I have said this from the beginning of last year. People this day and age, they don't care about going to court. They don't care about making police reports. All they care about is trial by media. And when I say trial by media, I mean that these people, they're going to go on TVs if they get approached, that is, or they're going to go on social media to say, right, okay, if I say this, people are going to flock to me, and because this day and age, people have to believe women, which is what a lot of them, that's why they do it now. Because if you don't believe women, then all of a sudden you're against those people. You actually, you allow it to happen and all this bullshit. Which, when you think about it, is absolutely crazy. Because this day and age, people want evidence. And it's come to the fact now that anyone who gets accused, you are going to have a few people who are going, oh my God, how dare he do that to you? But the majority now, so I would say about 70%, are like, actually, when did this happen? Give us information. We'll look into it. We'll do this. We'll do that. And now people are getting lawyers involved, which shows that those people, the ones who made the accusations, are like, oh, I'm going to come offline now because I don't know what's going to happen. And when you get people saying, oh, I just want to be done with it now, so that's why I said it. No, you know exactly what you're doing. You know exactly what you're doing when you say that. Because this is not going to go away. This is going to hound you. And especially if it turns out to be false, you are going to get hounded for the rest of your life. You are going to be smeared with being the person who accused someone of doing horrible things and is fake. So we're going to carry on with the actual twit longer. Here are the facts. This person approached me and my colleagues at a Twitch party, introducing herself as a fellow content creator who was interested in hanging out and networking, which is good. We exchanged Twitter handles. She then DM'd me the same night at 2:16 asking to see me again. I agreed and invited her to my public panel the next day, then to a YouTube dinner meeting with account managers afterwards. She showed up to my panel with a male friend who was more than welcome to join us at any point throughout the rest of the day or night after the panel concluded. After my panel, we went and met her with another friend, and we all travelled together to the hotel where she chose to wait while I showered and got ready for dinner. At no point did anything improper happen. I never offered or suggested this. At the meeting, I helped her network her channels with YouTube partner managers. After the dinner, my friends and I attended another party in a public place. She tagged along. At the party, she checked her bag of belongings. At no point did I ever take her phone or purse or deny her access to them. In fact, she posted photos to her Twitter of her with other people throughout the night. I never grabbed, dragged, pushed, pulled, cornered, or spun her in any direction as she claims. I did not make her stay by my side at all times, as she claims. We mingled at the party separately much of the time. So with that there, we have, so a public party, YouTube people there, partner managers, there's going to be quite a lot of people who could actually probably back Joe up. And it's like, if this person, if they back Joe up, obviously you're going to get the people like, oh, they're not going to go against Joe because obviously he's bigger than you. No, that's not it. They're going to back Joe up because it never happened. That's why people like Joe now, they literally have to keep every DM, every email, every text message, every single thing that he's been is going to have to be there. And especially with her doing photos all night and saying, he had my phone. That literally goes against what happened. And obviously, Joe has come out now with a very, very specific and detailed event of what happened that night. Because Joe probably thought something's going to happen. And again, this is the kind of sad thing that people have to think about nowadays, which is wrong. They shouldn't have to think of, if I ask someone to come with me, are they going to try and use it against me in the future? It shouldn't be like that. That is a sad way to live now. But it just goes to show that there are some people out there who will do this thing just to get a little bit further in their career, just to get a bit of clout or more views. That's not right. So we're carrying on. All of these facts can be confirmed by numerous people who were there that evening, and her own account confirms these events. There we go. In her post, she claims that she believed that I was pressuring her for this. This is completely untrue. I never suggested it. I didn't even speak about it. I never touched her. She is a grown-up and we were out in public and she could have left at any time. I was just trying to help someone who had expressed interest in the industry and my show. I never imagined this could be a bad thing. This is an alarming accusation and should always be taken seriously. If I or anyone had committed an offence, then it should be reported to the police and investigated thoroughly. There we go. I urge this person to do that if she believes an offence occurred so I can clear my name. There we go. But no, they won't go to the police. This is what I was saying with trial by media. However, instead of affording me due process, she decided to post false claims out of the blue more than 2 years later. The consequence is damaging to not only my reputation, career, and my brand, but also those who I employ, my friends and my family, all because many people don't bother to examine the facts, only the headline, which is what we've been talking about for the last year. You get people coming out of the woodwork saying, oh, this happened to me, that happened to me. One of the things that keeps going through my mind is, here in the UK, as well as in America, there have been very famous people where they've supposedly done something really bad to someone. And we're going to use Bill Cosby as an example. So, Bill Cosby, supposedly he done all these things to people, these women. But these women kept going back. Why? Why did they continue to go back to his house? And why do they continue to let it happen? That's one thing that goes through my mind. Same over here in the UK. You got a very, he's in his 80s now, but he's a big time TV actor here in the UK. And you had people saying, oh, I went to his house, this is like in the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, and I kept going back and he kept doing it. And the guy came out and said, if I did do this to you, why would you come back to me? You see, this is the thing. When they say, oh, this happened, I kept going back and he kept doing it. Why did you keep going back? You didn't have to go back. He didn't force you back, you went back on your own accord. It's that sort of dynamic, and I really don't seem to understand why people do it. But again, no, you will get people who will defend the people who are saying these claims. We're not saying that they're wrong or they're false, but when the person come out and say, well, this happened, I got all these people backing me up that it never happened, but you still get people then saying, oh no, you're all lying. So 20 to 30 people against one person, but the one person who claimed this happened is telling the truth, even though they have no evidence, but this person has all the evidence going. You know? But we're going to carry on. This is now a serious legal matter. On the advice of my attorneys, all my future statements about this will be through the legal process. Good. Best way to go, Joe. My lawyers are sending this person a cease and desist letter. Of course, she is free to express her opinions about me all she wants. What she is not allowed to do is lie about me or defame me to the public and suggest that I am this when I'm not. If her defamation continues, I will be forced to take further legal action. Being the public eye for 12 years now, and this frustrates me, which it should, and because I'd be extremely pissed off I would if this happened. And one of the things that I like about all of this is, well, this is what Joe said afterwards. I also want to make it clear, even in her own follow-up tweet, she walks back her story and now claims I never done anything to her. So when she said that he done all of this, he done this, blah, 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 this is what she said. I'll be taking a step back from Twitter. It amazes me that people think the little follows I am getting somehow outweigh all the backlash and result in clout monetary gain. And there it is, right by there. I never said he done this to me. I said his actions were this because they were. Literally, she has walked back straight away because she knows that literally now Joe is like, you know what, love? I'm going to take you to court. My lawyers are involved. But the biggest problem with that is you're going to get people now, because we've seen it. You're trying to silence this person. You're trying to stop this person telling people who you really are. And those type of people are the ones who literally, they're sheep. They follow whatever's happening. They'll be told whatever and they'll believe it. They will believe it literally. If you said to them, my pee is gold when it comes out of me and you can drink it and I'll give you superpowers, they will go, oh, can I have some? That's exactly the type of people that we're talking about now. And again, all these people, they're the ones who are going, oh, how dare you say that she's lying? That's because she is. Why would she say all of this and then in the next tweet say, oh, I never said he done this to me. But you did. That's the problem. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell for future updates, and I'll see all you lovely people soon.